Hi, and welcome to the first edition of Cultivating Generations of Influence. I think it's important for us to think in terms of how we can help the next generation move forward. What do we do? Well, in Cultivating Generations of Influence, I think we can expand our ministry by what I call ministry integration. That helps us to multiply our influence, multiply influencers. And we can all do that. It's not something that's difficult because each of us have been gifted by God in different ways. And very simply, when we unite together to work with same passion, same heartbeat, same direction, when we do that, God uses that to help us to move forward and to accomplish the things that we could never have accomplished on our own. I love that concept as it relates to intergenerational ministry. We think about with third chord ministries, the very core of what we are is the idea that Paul, Epaphroditus, Timothy, we're talking about 3 generations, those that are pouring into your life, the ones you're here walking with every day, those that Timothy's that you're pouring into their lives. That's the concept of Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12 with a threefold cord. When we unite like that, we become a formidable force for God. And I just think it's vital that we work through this and that we think through it. When I think about integration, I think about an illustration of the redwood forest out in California. There's another one in New Zealand my wife and I discovered a few years ago. And those trees can grow to be 350 feet tall, but yet their root systems only go about 4 to 5 feet deep. You wonder sometimes how in the world could something that big stand up with just that small of a root system, until you learn that those same 4 or 5 feet deep roots also expand 100 to 125 feet wide. And they interlock with other trees. And by interlocking with the other trees, they become very strong. They are working together. They're integrated, if you would. And when the storms of life come, they're ready. I think we're the same way in our lives. Discipleship does that for us. Ministry, working with ministry does that. Business, oftentimes working with business does that. I think that we have to be intentional. I think we have to think through who we want to work with, what we want to do, how we're going to walk together with them. And then we communicate our priorities clearly and we get on board and we move forward. Ephesians chapter 4 talks about this in verse 13 where it says, till we have all come together in the unity of the faith. Unity. We're unified, but we're not always have to be the idea of uniformity. We're not all the same. We're all different. And when we use those gifts that we have been given, all different, and we pull them together, we leverage one another's strengths. So today, just wanted to mention to you, this is a new way of communicating. Been writing for many years through the blog. Now I want to communicate from time to time with the video blog, just something that's on my heart. Ministry integration, leveraging and building and multiplying influence and influencers, because that's the whole concept of this ministry and what all of us ought to be about the idea of influencing generations to come. That's the whole concept, reaching people with the gospel and seeing them reach people with the gospel and reproducing reproducers. God bless you. Looking forward to chatting with you again another time. Love to hear from you. Write me on my blog, email me. I'd love to just communicate with you in any way that I can. God bless.